Sorry about that. Thank you, Selena. So as you guys can see, we have the balance right here. This shows you your account balance. Oops. And then also underneath, we have the different option type. Now, you can do intraday, long-term, or turbo. What we're going to be doing is turbo. Okay? What we're going to be doing is turbo. So always make sure that that's selected on turbo. Now, for time, okay, this is going to vary based on the strategy that you use, right? With the web slinger, you might use 15-minute trades. For hourglass, you're going to use 3-minute trades. For any other strategy, it's usually around 5 to 10-minute trades. So for now, we're going to keep this at 3. Fixed time, all this means that basically every time I take a trade, I will always have 3 minutes on that trade setup. For now, though, we're going to go ahead and keep this fixed time off. Amount, this is where you adjust the amount that you're going to risk per trade. Okay, and we'll go over that as well today as well. We'll go over risk management as well today. Is everybody understanding that? Okay, so we got the balance at the top. We got the option type. We're going to pretty much keep this turbo. We got the time limit as well. This is usually going to change depending on the strategy and the educator that you watch. For today, we're going to keep it at 3 minutes. And for the amount, this is where you are going to enter the amount per trade that you're going to be taking. So this would be where you would enter $1 if you have $100, or $2 if you have 200, or so on and so forth, right? Okay. Is everybody understanding that? Does anyone have any questions on that? Does anyone have any questions on that? Everybody good? Type a 1 in the chat if you don't have any questions on that. Everybody understands that? It's pretty basic, right? It's pretty basic. Awesome. Awesome. I just want to make sure you guys are understanding. Let's move forward. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we only trade for 3 minutes. For today, yes, but it just, like I said, the educator that you'll be trading with will most likely tell you what kind of trade you're going to be taking, what kind of time frame. They'll usually say, like, let's say you're trading with Evan Cabral. He'll say 5 minutes sell on Euro USD. You go here and you change it to 5 minutes and you take a 5-minute sell on Euro USD. Does that make sense? Right? So it's just depending on which educator that you're using. For today, we're just going to keep it at 3 minutes, okay? All right, so now let's focus on the left-hand side, okay? So on the left-hand side, we have the different currency pairs that we're going to be trading. Now, as you can see, there's the currency pair name and then a percentage with a number attached to it, okay? Now, these percentages determine the amount of profit that you're going to make per trade, okay? So, for instance, when I clicked on USD/JPY, it takes me to the chart. If I take a trade on USD/JPY and I win the trade, I make a total of $8.50 because the payout is 85%. Does that make sense? I make a profit. If I win this trade, I make a profit of $8.50 because the payout is 85%. Does that make sense? Type a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Type a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Okay. 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 I want to make sure you guys are getting this. I really do want to make sure you guys are getting this. If you're not getting this, raise your hand. Okay? If you're not getting this, raise your hand. Okay. So I'm going to assume that everybody understands this. Okay. All right, bet. So normally you wouldn't find a trade setup, you wouldn't find a pair that is going to be under 60%. We usually don't want to trade anything that is around the 60% area, but if it is at 60%, it's fine. Okay. Now, how do you know how much you're going to make based on the trade that you take? All you do is you go to amount, you pull out your phone, You go to the calculator, okay, and you type the amount that you're going to risk. So $10 times, right, and then the payout percentage times 85%. Oh, shoot. Hold on one second. $10 times 85%. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Then you press equal, and it tells you how much you're going to make in profit. Does everybody understand that? Everybody get that? Right? Everybody understanding that? We're good? Selena, you have a question. Let me go ahead and unmute you real quick. Go ahead.
So, no, I just wanted to piggyback on that. On the right-hand side, well, doesn't it tell you the payout as well? If you enter the amount that you're going to bet or
Yes.
take
Yes.
a trade in, it'll tell you?
Yes. Right here. Can everybody see this? I'm highlighting it right here. Right here. That's what it's going to tell you, okay? Alrighty? Everybody understand that? Okay, so that is the platform. That is it. It's not complicated. Okay? Alrighty? Alrighty, let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right, let's go ahead and go back. And let's talk about Cash Trap. Now, for those that were there at the training yesterday, on Saturday, I'm sorry. Or was that yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. You guys saw me give you a live demonstration of how to use Cash Trap. Okay. So, for those that were there, I want you guys to go in the chat box and type the different confirmations that we want to look for. If you were at Saturday's training, I want you to go into the chat box and type the confirmations that we're looking for. Okay? While you do that, I'm just going to go ahead and look for a little while. Arrows, indicator, overbought, oversold, touch the ceiling or floor. Yes, perfect. What do you mean indicators? No. No, is that right? Okay. Indicators, SNR, support and resistance. Okay. So we're going to look at your USD. Let's take a look at your JPY. So nobody else. Julie, you were there. Do you remember? Julie, do you remember? You're going to type it in the chat? Come on, guys. It's not that hard. I remember the ceiling and the floor. Okay. 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 So we're just going to go ahead and close it out right here. All right. So, for those that weren't there, the reason why I gave a support and resistance training is because I only want you guys to be taking trades that are in areas of support or resistance, or for those that wrote it down this way, a floor or a ceiling. So I'm going to go ahead and type a text. Floor. Okay, floor. Ceiling. Okay, can everybody see that? Everybody can see that? Oh my gosh. Why did it just do that? I hate when it does that. Okay, but essentially you guys understood what I was going at with this. Okay, so floor, ceiling. Now it does reset every time that a new trade comes out, so please bear with me if I have to continue to redraw this. But you only want to be taking trades in a floor or a ceiling area. Okay, so number one, if you cannot properly identify a floor or a ceiling, you are not taking that trade, period. Does that make sense? Because mind you guys, for those that have live accounts, I'm going to be asking you to send examples. I want you to be sending screenshots of you taking trades in the near future, okay? Because we're going to go over a demonstration today, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it, so on and so forth, okay? All right, so with that being said, you are not taking trades that do not touch a floor or a ceiling. Now, with that being said, there is a point system with Cash Trap. The first point. Can I just pull up the confirmations? Oh, let's see if it's gonna let me do it. It's not gonna let me do it. That's fine. All right. So point system. Point system for Cash Trap. Okay. 3 points for arrow, and I'm just gonna put the goal first. 1 second. The goal is 4 points or higher. Okay. So you automatically get 3 points for an arrow. Okay. You get half a point for each indicator. Okay. So you get 0.5 a point for each indicator, and then you also get half a point for currency strength. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this. I want this. Can I save this? I don't know if I can save it. Can I save it? No. Okay, we're just gonna leave it like this. And I'm gonna screenshot this. Okay, back. I'm gonna screenshot that. Awesome. So the first point is you need to see an arrow. Now, obviously, guys, we see an arrow, right? Obviously, we see an arrow. So if I wanted to, I could go here. What trade is this? Euro CAD. I can go down to Euro CAD, right? And I can press a 3-minute call on Euro CAD because I got an up arrow, right? I can do that. But here's why that's an issue. You are putting yourself in a position to only win 3 to 4 out of 10 times. Write that down. If you only take the trades with the arrow, you are only going to win an average of 3 to 4 times. Okay? Okay, I hope everybody is writing these things down. Okay? All right. So, how do you increase your chances of success? This is how. You learn how to read the indicators. Okay? Now, indicators do not give you a trade setup. I want you to write this down. Indicators do not give you a trade setup. Indicators help you determine if price is going up in the direction that you want it to go. Write this down. Indicators do not give you a trade setup. Indicators help you determine where price is going to go. For instance, if I was only trading on an indicator, this is telling me that price is going down. Yes, you see, obviously price is going down right now. But in that moment, price was not going down. Okay? In this moment, price was not going down. This is crazy. Hold the phone. What's going on here? Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. Okay? So, in this situation, obviously you guys are seeing price did go down, but right here, this is what I want to identify, right here. Not anywhere else, right here. Okay, right here. I want to make these black so you guys can see them. Can you guys see that? Okay. So, in this situation, price tested this area and then came right back up. Right back up. Okay. Price tested this area and came right back up. But the indicators were facing down. So yes, price came down, but they didn't necessarily just stay down like that. Okay. Now, for some odd reason, I don't know what just took place. We didn't even get an arrow. So you wouldn't have even taken this trade off rip because we didn't get an arrow on this trade. Wait, yeah, we didn't even get an arrow on this trade. So I don't know what's going on with the Canadian dollar or something like that, but we didn't get an arrow. So the first things first is we're not taking the trade because we didn't get an arrow. Now, okay, the goal is to make you guys efficient traders. So how do we do that? We must learn how to read the information that is being told right here. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and just show you guys a visual example, overbought, oversold. I just want to give you guys a visual representation of what this looks like. Okay. No. Let's see. Yep, bingo. Here we go. Awesome. Can you guys see the screen right here? Okay. So I want you guys, if you guys can, take a screenshot of this. Okay. I want you guys to take a screenshot of this. So you guys understand what I'm saying when I say overbought and oversold. Okay. So you guys understand what I'm saying when I say overbought and oversold. What time is it, by the way? Oh, it's just 8:30. Huh. I'm curious. I'm gonna take 5 minutes for that. Sorry, guys, you're just catching me in the middle of trades. It's okay. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I promise you, I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna do you like that. All right. That's it. I won't do it anymore. Selena knows this. I when I see something, I take it. Okay. All right. Where was it? Here we go. Awesome. So here we go. All right, you can take a screenshot. It's right here. Oh man. No, can I just poke it out? No. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna right here. Here's the screenshot. Okay. So as you can see, when price is in an oversold area, price starts to slow down. So write this down. When price is oversold, it starts to slow down. Okay. When price is oversold, it starts to slow down. Let's go ahead and look at this. Right? So let's look at this. When price is oversold, look at price. It starts to slow down. Okay? So this does not mean that you're going to buy in this area. No. You wait for price to shift in direction. You wait for price to shift in direction. Now, what does a shift look like? Let's go back to EuroCAD. A shift looks like this. Price is coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. We flatline and then we go up. You want to take this. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, write this down. Shifts usually occur at areas of a floor or a ceiling. For instance, let's take a look at this. What happened? Price slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, right? We're going down, we're going down, we're going down. And then what happens? We go up. Okay. Let's see if we can clear this trade. And we clear it. Dope. So let's take a look at it. Okay. Now I'm teaching you guys like sauce. So I hope you guys really are taking notes. Like this is like sauce that people charge $5,000 for. So what did we say? When price is oversold, meaning it's below the red line. It is below the red line. Okay. It tends to slow down. What you want to wait for is a shift in direction. So you want to see these candlesticks start to move in the opposite direction. And what you do is you take advantage of that. You get an up arrow right here that looks like this. You take that trade. Why? We are starting to shift direction. 3 minutes, you made your money. You're done for the day. That's it. Okay? So, shifts usually take place in areas of a floor or a ceiling. Type 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Type 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Is everybody understanding what I'm saying? Okay. Julie typed 1. That's amazing. Stars typed 1. Alexis typed 1. Awesome. You, Kiki typed 1. Is everybody understanding what I'm saying? And if you're not, type the question that you have. Selena, do you have a question? Okay. I'm just going to remove the hand then. Okay, cool. Ali, do you understand what I'm saying? Yes? Okay, cool. Awesome. Dope. Okay. So, what am I waiting for? Let me go ahead and remove the drawings. Okay. So, as you can see, when price is oversold, that means that you want to pay attention to that pair. It does not mean, okay, so write this down. If price is oversold or overbought, it does not mean that you want to take the trade. It means that you want to pay attention and wait to see a clear shift in direction. Okay, let me repeat what I just said. If price is oversold or overbought, it does not mean that you want to take the trade. It means that you want to wait for a shift in direction. Okay? All right? Everybody understanding what I'm saying? Okay? So, I want to ask you guys a question. Right now, are we oversold? On all of the indicators, not just one, but all of them. Yes or no? Isaac said yes. Now, don't pay attention to who's saying who. Are we oversold on all of the indicators? Not just one, all of them. Now we are. Why am I saying that? Because we crossed below. You want to wait for it to get below, not at the line, below the line. Does that make sense? Now we're crossed over, and vice versa. You want to see this. This is what you want to see. This isn't really happening, but this is what you want to see. Does that make sense? You want to see a clear overbought or oversold. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, if it's overbought or oversold, does that mean that we're taking the trade? Yes or no? No. What are we waiting for? Type in the chat. An arrow, yes, that can be one. A shift in direction. Thank you, Star. We are waiting for a shift in direction. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys examples of a shift in direction. Now, there's multiple examples that you can go for. Okay. There's different candlestick patterns, so on and so forth. I don't want to go too deep into that because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Okay. Okay. Now, and I'm going to go more in depth into this on the next boot camp because this is important. But I just want you guys to see what it looks like for a shift in direction to take place. Okay. All right. So don't pay attention to any of the names. Only focus on the candles. Actually, is there a better example? Bingo. Here's a better example. So where's my drawing tool at? Right here. Awesome. Awesome. So as you can see, we're trading down, we're trading down, we're trading down, we're trading down. And then what happens? We slow down. Right? We slow down. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the wick. Or you can call it the candlestick. You can call it the stick of the candle. You don't call it the wick, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. Okay? Now, write this down. The wick represents where price went to but did not close at. Okay? Write that down. The wick represents where price went to, not where price closed at. Okay, there's a difference. Now, let me explain the difference. Depending on the time frame of the chart that you're using, that is what you want to wait for when price is closing. You don't have to write this down. You don't have to understand this. I will go over it in more detail, okay? Don't worry about it. But what I want you guys to focus on is if you see things like this happen in the market, this means that if price is oversold and this happens, there is a high chance that price is going to go back up. And then vice versa. You see price come down, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. And then what do you see? You see something like this. That means price has a high chance of going in the opposite direction. So let's go to hourglass. Let's just undo everything. Let's clear everything. Let's click the mouse. Let's delete this. And let's go back to hourglass. Okay. So let's look at this. Okay, this is just terrible. Okay. So as you can see, what do you see? Right here. Price came down. Now type in the chat, did price continue to come down after this? Yes or no? No. Right? Type yes or no if price continued to keep going down. No. No. Awesome. Okay. Now, what do you see right here? You see a very long wick. The wick is longer than the body. Okay? So the wick, the stick of the candle, is longer than the body of the candle. Okay? And what happens in the next candle? We go up. So imagine if you got an up arrow right here. Yes, it does depend. It does depend. It does depend. Okay, it does depend. If the wick is longer on the bottom side and we're oversold, that means that price is higher chance of going up for a buy, and vice versa. Now, okay, this is a live example I want to show you guys. What is this? A floor, right? What is happening? You guys are seeing this live. This is happening live, by the way. This is all happening in the market live. So you got an up arrow right here. Yes, we got a down arrow, but we had an up arrow previously. Are we oversold? Type a yes in the chat if we're oversold. Type a yes in the chat if we're oversold. Okay, yes, yes, yes. Star, we're not sold. We're not oversold. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. I just want to make sure everybody's paying attention. Now, we hit an area of a floor. Price came down, bounced off, came down, bounced off, came down, bounced off, came down, bounced off. Right? Everybody following me here? Everybody is following me here? Okay. Awesome, awesome. Now, as you can see, what took place right here? We had an oversold. We had oversold indicators, right? Everything was below the red line. Everything was below the red line. Everything was below the line, okay? I'm trying to circle that as best as I can. And then we also had price fail. And we had that shift in direction. This is an example of a shift in direction. Is everybody following me here? Here is a live example of a shift in direction. Remember, I said shifts usually happen where? Where do shifts usually happen? At areas of a floor and a resistance. Okay, what happened? Price touched a floor and then shot up. Price touched a floor and then did what? Shot up. So you get an up arrow. You got support. You got a floor right here. You got oversold, oversold, oversold. Bingo, you take that trade. Is everybody understanding the kind of trade that you want to take? Type a 1 in the chat if you're understanding the kind of trade that you want to take. Everybody following me here. Everybody's following me? Awesome. Okay. Awesome. So now that everybody understands what I'm looking for, I'm going to go over the confirmations again. You want price. You want the indicators to be, let me go back, in an oversold or overbought area. Okay, that's the first indicator, first confirmation, up or down arrow. First confirmation, up or down arrow. Second confirmation, you want all indicators to be in an oversold or overbought area. Okay, third confirmation, you want price, you want the candles, okay, you want the candles to be touching or near a floor or a ceiling. So confirmation number 1, you want an up arrow or down arrow. Confirmation number 2, you want all 3 indicators, right, to be overbought or oversold. Confirmation number 3, you want to identify a floor or a ceiling. Confirmation number 4, you want a shift to happen at a floor or a ceiling. Does everybody have those written down? If you lose a trade, majority of the times you are not following what I just went over? Does that make sense? Is everybody following me here? Type a 1 in the chat if you're following me. Type a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, awesome. So now I want to go over a couple examples with you guys. Right, I do want to do some trading with you guys today to see if we can just get this information shared with you guys. Okay. Let's see if we can find something. I don't know if there's anything available, right? And also, another thing I want you guys to go ahead and write down is that you don't always have to trade. Okay, if the market does not meet your conditions, if the market is not, you don't have to force anything. If you don't know or you're not sure, then just don't trade. Okay, if you can't identify areas of a floor or a ceiling, just don't trade. Just don't trade. It's okay. It's better to keep the money than to lose it. Live by that philosophy. It's better to keep the money than to lose it. Okay? It's better to keep the money than to lose it. Okay? I'm trying to find something to see if there's something available. I'm not really feeling anything right now, to be very frank with you guys. And like I said, I don't want to teach you guys bad habits, right? I don't want to teach you guys bad habits. But is everybody understanding what I'm saying? Everybody is getting what I'm saying? Okay, awesome. So we're going to see if we can find something. I just don't like it. Okay. So I'm going, while I'm looking, I want to give you guys the opportunity to ask questions. Okay. So does everybody know how to use the hand feature? The raise your hand feature? Not everybody knows how to utilize it. So you should see it on your screen. Alexis, okay, knows how to use it. Isaac knows how to use it. Julie, you should see it on your screen. A star, you know how to use it. Yeah, it's on your reactions. So if you go to reactions, it's going to be there. Okay. Do you guys see it? Just do it just so I can know. Just I know that you see it. Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. I'm going to lower you guys' hands. Awesome. Okay. So I want you guys to go ahead and ask questions by raising your hand. When go back to school, so I can just focus on you guys individually. All right, just focus so we can keep it all uniform, so I can keep it all organized while I'm looking. Awesome. So does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Nobody has any questions? Like I said, you guys can raise your hand and I'll go ahead and answer any questions. Now, I want you guys to also understand there's no such thing as a dumb question. Okay. Now, okay. All right. We're seeing something here. We're seeing something here. I want you guys to go look at this. I want you guys to analyze this with me, okay? All right. So, we're in a area of overbought, right? We're overbought on all the indicators. Let's look at this. We're overbought on all the indicators, okay? Now, are we approaching an area of a ceiling? Yes or yes? Yes or yes? Yes or yes? Okay, we are. Awesome. So, I want to ask you, are we going to take the trade right now? Yes or no? No. Okay. Why? Because what? Type in the chat. Why wouldn't we take the trade right now? We are waiting for exactly. We are waiting for the shift. Okay. We are waiting for the shift. Now, Like I said before, they stay most of the time the shifts happen in areas of a floor or a ceiling. Now, they can happen before, that's fine. If you miss it, that's fine. Okay, I'll go over how to make your entries a little bit more precise with another strategy that I use in a later call. But I just wanted to focus on going over the basics and the basics and the basics with you guys, because the goal with this is so that you guys go to a go live session and you're more prepared than anyone else that's there. Does that make sense? That you guys go to a go live session and you're more prepared than anyone else. I want our team to be the best team when it comes to trading, period. That's the standard, right? So with that being said, we need to do more work. We need to learn more information. We need to apply more information. Does that make sense? Okay. Right. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this just for now because I want to see it and I want to be able to go in and out. Okay. What time is it? 8:56. So we're going into the new hour. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So we haven't touched that ceiling yet. We have a lot of space to touch that ceiling. So we're not going to take the trade now. We want to take the trade around this area. So I'm going to do a line so you guys can see it. We want to take the trade around this. I'm going to just highlight it like bright green so you guys can see it, or actually black. Let me just make it really thick. All right. So we want to wait until price gets here to take the trade. Okay. This is what we want to wait for. We want to wait for price to get here to bring it back down here. Does that make sense? Yes, we're oversold. Yes, we got a down arrow. And yes, if you would have taken that trade, you would have had some good chances of success. But we want to wait for the best opportunity. Not a good opportunity, the best opportunity. Okay, I want you guys to write this down. Trading is the transfer from the impatient to the patient. Okay, so if it takes you longer to find a trade setup that you like, that's okay. That is perfectly fine. Okay, take your time. That's fine to take your time. It's perfectly fine to take your time. Okay, just keep looking. Just keep looking. Okay. What time is it? 9:58. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? Okay. Everybody's good? Everybody's good? Dope. Okay, awesome. Now, what I want to go over is risk management, and then we're going to end this call. How does that sound? Everybody good with that? Awesome. Awesome. I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, and I don't want to flood you guys with information. That's not how things work. People don't learn that way. So I'm going to pull out an Excel sheet. Please don't get overwhelmed with it. I promise you, I will make it very simple for you guys. Okay? Don't get overwhelmed. I'll make it simple. Where's it at? 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 Let's just go to Excel. Now, this Excel sheet was programmed to be pre-built, so you don't have to edit anything or anything like that. All the numbers and formulas are already done for you. All you do is change the account balance. That's it. Okay, so you just change one thing. Everything else is done for you. Okay, I'm just going to delete this for 5 seconds. Delete this for 5 seconds. Okay, cool. Is it in here? It is in here. Okay, can everybody see this? Can everybody see this? Okay, so Ali, I'm going to use your account as an example, okay? Sound good? Awesome. Okay, so as you guys can see where it says net balance, let's change this to $243, okay? All right, let's change this for $243 as well. Now, let's say that your daily goal was 3% of this number. Okay, everybody following me here? Let's say your daily goal was 3% of this number. Does that make sense? Okay. Here is what your days would look like. Right? So let's go for 30 days. Let's say you start at 243. Here's what 30 days looks like. Your account is now at 590. Let's go another 30 days. Highlight this. Okay. Your account went from 590 to 1400. 3% a day, which is only 2 to 3 trades. 3% a day, which is only 2 to 3 trades. Okay. If you guys remember from last session, I said something very important. You should be able to hit your daily goal with minimal effort. Not maximum effort, minimal effort. It should be effortless. Does that make sense? You should be able to hit your daily goal with minimal effort. Okay? So, 3%. All right. Now, on the left-hand side, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight this so you guys can see this as well. I'm going to make it orange. Let's make it orange so you guys can see it. Okay? So you guys can see it. Everybody see this? Now, on this part of your screen, this is what you're going to be risking in this section. Let me go back to my broker. Okay. The reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because I don't want you guys to have to calculate it on your own. You have it already calculated for you. So, this is what you're going to change in this section. Okay, let me go back to the Excel sheet. So if you have a $240 account, Allie, right? That means that you're only risking up to $7 per trade. Now, I don't want you to do this. This will set you up for failure. 3% a trade is bad, especially in the beginning. Because, Ali, let's say you lost 5 trades in a row. What's 5 times 7? That's $35. This is a lot. I don't want you to psych yourself out. Does that make sense? Okay. So I say the golden spot is right here. 2%. 2% is great. I say just stick to 2%. Now, if you're taking a trade that you're not really confident in, that you're not sure, but maybe it's something that you think you want to just test the waters a bit, go with 1%. I'm going to do 1% yellow. Okay? Right? When you're not too sure, 1%. It's a yellow trade. If you're really sure, you love it, 2%. That's a great trade. This red, don't do it. Not unless you're an experienced trader, meaning you flipped your account 3 times at least. Okay? Make sense? Everybody understanding me right there? Right? Everybody understanding me? So 2%, great place to go, right? You risk 2% a trade. Your goal is to make $7 in profit, right? Let's say you're making 70% of $5. That's about $3. Which means that you only need to win 2 to 3. Right? That's the reason why I say risk 2%, because you only need to win 2 to 3. That's it. Okay? So I'm going to send this out into the Discord chat, the Bootcamp chat. I want everybody to download this onto your computer, your phone, and use this every single time you're trading. So, Ali, if you make 3%, okay, your account should be at $250 or more, which means that tomorrow you're only risking $5. You grow another 3%, you're still risking $5. You grow another 3%, you're still risking $5. You grow another 3%, you're still risking $5. And then let's say you get to 282, now your $5 turns into $6. That 2% goes up to $6. And you keep doing that until it goes up to $7. And you keep doing that until you go up to $8. And then so on and so forth, so on and so forth. Does that make sense? Everybody understanding me here? Everybody understanding where I'm going with this? Right? This is trading with a plan. Okay? This is trading with a plan. This will get you to success. All that other crap will not. This will get you to success. Does that make sense? Okay? The reason why people blow their accounts, they don't realize how to do this. Okay? Does that make sense? Everybody understanding me? Okay? Now, once again, I'm going to send this out. The only thing you're going to be changing is everything that is teal color, that is light blue. If it's not light blue, you're not changing it, period. Does that make sense? Everybody understanding me on that? Okay? Let me just go ahead and just like switch all of this to like no fill at all. Awesome. Okay. So everybody's following me here. Everybody's good to go. Right? Does anyone have any questions before I go ahead and end this off? Everybody's good to go? No questions? Got one in the chat. Awesome. All right, everybody's good to go. Give me a thumbs up if you're good to go. 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 Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, it's Sunday. There wasn't that much trading to get done today. It's Sunday. Sunday, the market just opened. I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to risk my account, and I'm also not going to just show you guys bad habits. So if there's not a trade, you don't take it, okay? Remember, I'm going to send this out. Please do not edit anything. I have gone over proper risk management. This is how you risk. Just follow this, okay? If you need help setting your broker account, just type "I'm ready to set up my broker account" in the Discord. I will see it, and I will get on a private call with you to help you with that. Next week next session we will be going, which is Wednesday. We'll be going over market timing, which is a concept that I use for entries and how to identify shifts. We will also be going over a couple trades, right? We'll be trading a little bit more because it's Wednesday. Okay. But we will also be going over other strategies, and also what strategies associate with which educator, so that anybody that chooses a different strategy, you'll know which educator to watch. Okay. Now remember, my goal here today, or my goal with this boot camp, is it's not for you guys to be expert traders from my own stuff. No. I don't need that kind of ego. I'm good. And I'm not the best trader. I want you guys to know the basics so that when you go into go live sessions, okay, you understand what you're looking at, you understand what you're doing, and you understand what you're hearing. Does that make sense? Okay. So here is the next step. Very simple. Everybody needs to send a screenshot of them getting on a go live session tomorrow. If you do not send a screenshot, one, you weren't on this call, and I will start kicking people out who are not on these calls. But if you are on this call, and I'll send this out as a reminder, and you don't send a screenshot, then that shows that you weren't paying attention. Okay? And I only want to work with the willing. That's it. This is for the betterment of you guys. Does that make sense? Okay? All right? Appreciate you guys. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Great rest of your Sunday. Get rest. Tomorrow's a new week. Let's run it up. And for the leaders in the chat, all gas, no brakes. It don't stop. We run through Dallas. Does that make sense? All right. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.